going on, YouTube? Welcome back to this new episode of Restorations with Vic. As you can see, it's a whole new year, so we have a brand new setup. It is temporary though. We officially moved out of the old office. The old office is completely gone. Same thing with that ugly brown desk. Everything about that old setup is completely gone. I got myself a brand new black desk, so get used to it. So what I have on my desk today are these 2014 Grandmama Larry Johnson Aero Jam Converse. This is such a cool, unique shoe. Back in 1993, when the shoe originally released, they used to put water back here in this back piece. With the new retros, they got rid of it. I wish they would have kept it. The shoe is really cool just because of the colors. It reminds me of the Aqua 8s, you know, the teal, the purple. My favorite thing about the shoe, besides this piece, is the gradient. I love repainting gradients on restorations because it's a bit more of a challenge, but we'll take care of it. So let's go ahead and talk about the damage on the shoe. On this shoe, we have a super dingy, grimy shoe inside and out. We're gonna take care of that using Rejuvenated products. We're also gonna repaint the midsole. Like I said, give it a cool gradient effect. We also have some separation on this back piece right here. It's a little rough, so I don't know if I'm gonna get a perfect flush glue job. I'm gonna try my best though. So we have separation, cleaning, a repaint. We also have a lot of creasing. If the shoe tree does not take that out, I am gonna use the iron method, and I am also gonna remove the creasing on the midsole. That's a little tricky without damaging the shoe, but we're also gonna try it. We got a lot of work ahead of us, guys, so let's get started. All right, guys, let's get this cleaning started. For this cleaning, we're gonna be using Rejuvenated Street Brush Advanced Single Laundry System. We'll be using all 3 brushes and a shoe tree, and of course our single laundry bag, because we are putting the shoes in the washing machine. The first thing we gotta do is put this shoe to the side because we're only gonna be working on the right shoe. Move this strap to the side, we'll put it on at the end of the video, and take out the shoelaces. All right, we also got our insole out. This thing is super dingy and dirty. We're gonna clean that up using a soft bristle brush after I clean up the shoe. Next up is putting our adjustable Rejuvenated shoe tree and adjusting it to size and putting it inside the shoe. Boom. All right, so we have our shoelaces out, our shoe trees in, our insoles out. Let's grab our bowl of water and some solution and give it a couple of squirts. So what I like to do is grab our soft bristle brush first, hit the entire shoe to break down the dirt, and then start focusing on certain areas. So let's go ahead and drench the entire shoe using a soft bristle brush and some solution. One thing you do want to do is brush in a circular motion. That's honestly how you get the best results and hit the entire shoe nice and evenly and perfect. All right, so we have the uppers fully soaked. We're gonna let the suds sit on the shoe for a while so it can break down the dirt. We're gonna take out the shoe tree and start focusing on the insides with the same brush. All right, so I think that's as clean as the insides are gonna get. Let's go ahead and pay some attention to these super dirty tongues. Hopefully I can bring back some of that whiteness. All right, so the tongues look pretty good. Just after about 3 minutes of scrubbing, it looks pretty white to me. The washing machine will take care of the rest. Let's go ahead and jump back to the uppers now. The leather looks good. The only problem is the stitching all around it. It's pretty dingy, it looks dark still. So we're gonna move on from the soft bristle brush and hop on over to our medium all-purpose. These have stiffer bristles, but it won't damage the uppers. So we're gonna use this brush to try to get the stitching back to white. All right, so I think I did all the scrubbing I could possibly do on the uppers. I'll let the washing machine take care of the rest. Now let's go ahead and finish it off using the last brush, which is our stiff bristle brush, to take care of these dirty soles under the suds. Super dirty. Hopefully it comes out. Usually on soles that are super worn, like this shoe specifically, it's harder to get that grime out. Hopefully it does a job. If not, I might have to move on to using the brass bristle brush. Hope I don't have to though. All right, so here's a quick update using the stiff bristle brush. It is working. I was able to get most of the grime out on this area right here. I wiped off the suds. It's good to go. I don't think I have to use the brass bristle brush. We'll find out once I get to this area right here. So let's keep it moving. All right guys, that's not bad for scrubbing it for only a few minutes. Go ahead and check that out. Got most of that grime out. There's still some dirt inside the crevices. I'll get that out in just a bit. All right, so this shoe is as clean as it's gonna get. The washing machine is gonna have to take care of the rest. We'll put this shoe to the side real quick, grab our insole and our soft bristle brush and scrub the heck out of it. Enough. Grab our shoelaces and dunk them in the leftover solution and water to break down that grime and dirt. Lastly, let's grab our Rejuvenator Seco laundry bag. Grab our shoe, stick it inside. Same thing for these. You're gonna wanna tighten it up before you put it inside the washing machine. Give it an extra knot for extra protection. All right guys, so we have the shoe inside our single laundry bag. Like I mentioned, we don't have a washing machine here in this new setup. So what we're gonna have to do is give this shoe to our marketing director, Quinn. He's gonna go ahead and take it to his house, wash it, bring it back tomorrow, hopefully fully clean and dried. Let's go. All right guys, so we got the shoes fully dried and clean. Let's go ahead and run down how well the shoe turned out. For starters, the white mesh on the tongues came out really clean, no stains at all, solid white. We got most of the creasing on the toe box. There's still some there. I'm still debating if I want to use the iron method or not. We'll see later on in this video. The stitching all over the white leather looks good. All the stains all around the stitching fully came out, looks good all around. Same thing with the soles, turned out really clean. This cleaning was a full success thanks to using our Rejuvenator 3-brush advanced Seco laundry system. So let's go ahead and move on with this restoration. What we got to do next is put the shoe to the side once again and remove the yellowing off the soles. We're going to be using Salon Care 40 and some saran wrap as always. I don't have my old indoor setup fully set up like before. Back then I used to have it on a shelf, hanging from a shelf on the big box. For this case, we're not going to be using my old Mars grow light. We are, however, going to be using my Reptile grow light. They work the exact same way. They both give out UV rays. That's honestly all you need to remove the yellowing. The sun gives out UV rays, my Mars grow light gives out UV rays, and the Reptile grow lights give out UV rays. So use any of those three if you're trying to remove the yellowing off the sole. All done with that step, guys. Got the yellowing off both sides of the shoe. Looks good, but it did take a little while. My Mars grow light is a lot faster than my Reptile light. I had to go in, reapply 2 sessions just because it was still yellowing after the first session. So it just took way longer. I highly recommend using the Mars grow light over the Reptile grow light. But don't get me wrong, they both work just fine. One is just a little faster though. So moving on with this restoration, we're gonna go ahead and touch up the separation back here. It's not a clean separation. pretty rough looking, so it's gonna be very tough to get a very clean glue job. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna try to hide the imperfections as much as possible. It's a pretty big gap. It's rough on the inside. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet, but I'll figure it out. So for this step, we're gonna be using acetone and Q-tips to go in and remove all the old glue. That way when we go in and apply the new glue, it actually bonds. We gotta tape off the uppers first though. That way we don't damage the uppers using acetone. Alright guys, all fully prepped, we're taped up. Let's go ahead and apply the glue. For this step, we'll be using Barge and Finish cement. We'll be using a paintbrush to apply the glue. We're gonna wanna apply a nice even coat. If you apply a thick coat, it's not gonna bond correctly. For this step, I'm gonna break it up into 2 parts so it's easier to glue. Alright, so we have the tape off, the glue's applied. Let's go ahead and wait about 7 to 8 minutes before we go in and clamp it together. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and check out that glue job. Honestly, that came out way better than I expected. Wasn't hard at all, it was actually super easy. Got it to tuck in nice and perfect all around. On the edges, I do have to touch it up with a little bit of paint to make it perfect. Overall, super pleased. Let's keep it moving to finish up this restoration. What we gotta do next is remove the creasing all over the midsole. There's a ton of creasing from a lot of wear and tear. The trick to removing the creasing is using a heat gun. The thing is, you do want to be very careful because if you apply too much heat, you will cause separation and damage the shoe. So you're gonna need a lot of patience for this step. Alright guys, so we got the creasing fully out the midsoles. That took a little while just because I wanted to be super patient with it. I didn't want to cause any more separation on the shoe. It looks good, everything's pretty smooth overall. So continuing on the midsoles, we're gonna go ahead and prep them. For this shoe, we're not gonna be using acetone, rubbing alcohol, or daddy spray. We are, however, gonna be using 1200 grit sandpaper. And the reason for that is because if I use acetone, the black or the purple is gonna stain the white, because on this midsole, the white isn't painted. That's the color of the midsole. So if I do that, it's gonna smear onto the white and it's gonna ruin it and it's just gonna cause way more work. So I'm gonna sand it and then freehand the black, and then for the purple, I'm gonna use my airbrush and some purple paint. Let's do it. Alright, so I think the sanding is good to go. Everything is smooth. The reason why I do the sanding is because we want the paint to adhere to the material. If I don't do the sanding, if I don't do any prep work, the paint's gonna chip right off. So now we're gonna go ahead and use some Angelus flat black paint with an angular brush, and we're gonna lay down the black back here. We're just gonna go ahead and freehand it. I'm not gonna use any tape. This part is pretty easy. Alright, so the black's good to go. That was pretty easy. No tape involved, free-handed. So for this area, we're gonna have to do some taping. We're taping off the soles and we're taping off the uppers. Once that's good to go, we're gonna be using my brand new airbrush and Iwata Eclipse. This thing is really, really good. We're gonna be using Jacquard paint. So for the purple, we're gonna be using purple and violet. Both of those are mixed, ready to go in my airbrush. So let's do some taping first. Paint job's good to go, guys. That was really, really easy. That's all thanks to my Iwata airbrush. Honestly, it makes a huge difference between that and the Harbor Freight airbrush. They both work just as fine, but the Iwata is just a lot smoother. You can just feel it right away. Grading came out nice and crisp on both sides. Couldn't be happier with that. All we gotta do now is some touch-up work and small detail stuff. We're gonna focus right now using some clippers. We're gonna shave off all these little threads hanging off the Velcro. We'll do that real quick. One thing I also gotta do, and I forgot to do in the beginning of the video, was to clean up the strap. So we'll do that real quick using a soft bristle brush solution inside my water. Alright guys, the shoe is good to go. I did all the touch-ups, everything's good to go on the shoe. The last step I gotta do to protect this midsole is go outside and spray it with some Krylon matte finish. Then we'll come back inside and lace it up. Alright guys, that is going to bring us to an end on this full restoration on these Grandmama Larry Johnson 2014 Aero Jam Converse. Whew, that's a lengthy name. Let's go ahead and check out how well the shoe turned out. Honestly, everything about it turned out just as I expected. The cleaning, the repaint, the glue job, perfect. As I was doing this restoration, I realized this shoe is an 8.5. So what I'm gonna do after this video is clean up the second shoe and wear them, because why not? I bought the shoes. So let's go ahead and break down exactly what I did in this restoration. The very first thing I did to get started with this restoration was give the shoe a proper deep clean using Rejuvenator's 3-brush advanced seam and laundry system. I used all 3 brushes, our soft bristle brush, our medium all-purpose, and our stiff bristle. Once the pre-treatment was done, I used our detergent and sticky laundry bag to put the shoe inside the washing machine. Once the cleaning was fully done, I moved on to removing the yellowing off the soles. I used my indoor setup at Salon Care 40 for that. Once that was all done, I moved on to the back piece right here and re-glued it. I thought it was gonna be a lot tougher, but it turned out it was super easy. Once that was all done, we repainted the midsoles. That was honestly my favorite part because I got to use my brand new Iwata airbrush. The grading came out so crisp and vibrant. The purple looks really good. Everything about the shoe turned out perfect. I honestly can't wait to finish up the second shoe so I can wear them. This is such a clean, retro looking shoe. You can find all our products you see right here at rejuvenator.com. Check out the description below to save some bucks using my promo code. This is Vick Almighty. I'll see you guys next Monday.